Gemini 2.0 API to make.com easy setup. Now, basically, if you're tired of manually handling repetitive tasks and wish you could automate workflows without writing a single line of code, well, today we're diving into make.com. It is a powerful automation platform that promises to streamline your business and personal tasks with ease. Now, before we get started, all of the mentioned tools will be on the description box below, so make sure to check it out. Now, make.com, formerly known as an Integromat, is a visual automation platform that allows users to make or connect different apps and services to create workflows, also known as scenarios. Unlike traditional coding-based automation, make.com uses a drag and drop interface, making it beginner friendly but also powerful enough for advanced users. Whether you're automating email notification, syncing data between different tools, or managing complex business processes, make.com provides a flexible way to make things happen without manual effort. So right now we are inside our make.com account right here, and once you have logged in into your account, you will go ahead and see your own organization, your team, your scenarios, which is going to be your automation process right here. You have your template, connection, webhooks, keys, devices, and basically more. Now, let's just go ahead and say that I want to go ahead and transfer some of the automations right here to some of my clients or to my organization. Now, I'm inside the templates for make.com, and I'll just go ahead and choose a random automation process right here. Now, since our focus is about Google Gemini, you can just go ahead and search for specific applications right here. In our case, it's going to be Google Gemini. And right after, you will then go ahead and see the application right here that we can go ahead and integrate with make.com. So you can just go ahead and click on it. Now, unfortunately, there are no templates for Google Gemini, but later in this video, I will discuss on how you can go ahead and get started from scratch or without any templates. But just in case that you're watching this tutorial from the future, you can just go ahead and navigate through the template section, and inside we then have all of our templates. Now, as an example, this is a Google Gemini template, so you can just go ahead and click on a specific template that you want to go ahead and use. Right after that, it will basically take us to this page on where we can select the create new scenario from template or start guided setup. And so you can just go ahead and click on the create new scenario from template button. And from here, you will be able to create your own situation or API from the template itself. Now, basically heading over on how you can go ahead and create this on your own or from scratch, you want to go back to your dashboard right here from make.com. Now, once inside, you will then go ahead and see a button called create new scenario. So you can just go ahead and click on this specific button. You can see this at the top right corner of your screen. Basically, it will then take us to this page on where we can go ahead and start developing or creating our automation. In here, you simply want to go ahead and search for Google Gemini AI. In here, we have options like upload a file, make an API call, or create a completion. You can just go ahead and select your preferred function. In my case, I want to click on upload a file. Now, to go ahead and get started with Google Gemini, you have to make sure that you have your own Google Gemini account already. So if not, you can just navigate through their official website, because we need to have a Google Gemini account in order to connect with make.com right here. So you can just click on create a connection, and inside you then have your API key. And to go ahead and get your personalized API key, you can just search Google Gemini API key from the Google search right here, and you will be prompted to this search results. Right after, you want to navigate through this page called Get a Gemini API Key, Google AI for Developers. It will then take us to this page where it has a tutorial on how you can go ahead and set up your API key. But in our case, let's just go ahead and click on the Get a Gemini API Key in Google AI Studio. Right after, it will then take us to this page. This is the API Keys section. Quickly test the Gemini API. You have your API Quick Start Guide right here. Now, to go ahead and create your own, you simply want to click on Create API Key. You then have to check multiple boxes in order to confirm that you follow their terms and agreement. And from there, after clicking on the Create API Key, it will then go ahead and generate the key for us. So you can just go ahead and click on Copy, paste your API key back to the make.com website, and you simply want to click on Save. From there, it will then go ahead and try to get a connection, and once this shows up, it means that you have successfully created or prompted your API key to make.com. So you can just go ahead and add your name. In here, you also have your data. I'll just go ahead and click on some of these codes as an example. Right after modifying this the way you want to, you simply want to click on the Save button. And so now that we have our automation for Google Gemini, we can now add another module. And so I want to pair my Google Gemini AI with something like Google Sheet. So I'll just click on Google Sheets right here. And once again, of course, you have your features or functions. In case of Google Sheets, they have add a row, update a row, bulk add row, which is advanced, bulk update rows, search rows, and more. You can just go ahead and select your preferred function right here that you want to use. In my case, to make it simple, I'll click on Add a Sheet. Once again, you want to go ahead and make sure that you have your own Google account in order to do this, or you want to make sure that you have a specific account for the function or API that you want to add on. Once again, you want to make sure that you have an account for our specific application right here. Since we're using Google Sheet, I can just go ahead and navigate through google.com, and from there I'll go ahead and create my own account. If you're using something like Trello to pair with Google Gemini, you can just go ahead and make sure that you have your own account on Trello. And so basically, once inside, you can just go ahead and click on Create a Connection, and right after that, you will be able to locate your Google Sheet. From here, you have your search by path, you have your own drive, which is your Google Drive, and lastly, you have the spreadsheet ID. You can just go ahead and click this button to choose a file. Now, basically, right after modifying your module, you can then go ahead and add another one if you want to. And so let's just go ahead and say that I want to pair Google Gemini AI with Google Sheet back to something like Google AI once again. And from there, I want to go ahead and make an API call. And so you can just go ahead and edit this once more, and there you go. You have an automation on your hands right here. Below, you have your controls for the Run Once button. This is really useful, especially if you want to test out your scenario. You have the Save button in order to save your work. You have your scenario inputs right here. You have your scenario settings. You have your notes. You have something like your previous version, auto align, and lastly, in my opinion, which is the most important, which is the import and export blueprint. If you want to download this specific blueprint right here, you can just click on the export blueprint button. We also have something like the flow control. You have your own tools, the text parser, Google Gemini AI, which if you click on this function right here, it will then go ahead and add another module. And lastly, of course, you have your Google Sheet. Once again, if you want to add multiple function or module, you are free to do so. You can just click on the plus icon, choose your specific or preferred file or application, and from there you can now go ahead and choose the function. And so guys, if this video has been helpful, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.